All right, you all, today is going to be short and sweet. I want to chat with you all about fear today. I know that sounds heavy, but stick with me. And specifically, I want to talk about the number 2 fear in America. Do you know what the number 1 fear is? I bet you can probably guess. It's public speaking. A lot of people are afraid of public speaking. But today, I want to focus on our fear of death. I know that's heavy. Stay with me. A fellow coach colleague has a podcast, and I listen to it pretty regularly. And in a recent episode, she said, when you're fearful of death, you're actually fearful of not living your true life. Now, let me tell you all, there are very few times where I actually pause a podcast in the middle of an episode to consider what was just said, and this was one of them. My first reaction was, that's interesting. I'm sure there are some of us who literally fear death, like the actual act of dying, or we don't like the idea of what happens immediately after, whether it's being underground or being cremated or being studied for research purposes. But really, I imagine that the vast majority of us who fear death really do resonate with this statement. It's likely that it's not death that we're afraid of, but rather it's that we will arrive at that time and feel regret or disappointment that we didn't achieve our biggest potential, or we didn't take a chance, or we didn't fully embrace what life has to offer. So, here's my challenge for you this week. I want you to think of one thing, just one thing that you can do this week that will take you just one step in the direction of more fully living your true life. Just one thing that will help you take one step. Doesn't have to be anything grand, just one step. I hope that's got you going, and you all have a great weekend. Mwah.